Hello everyone, I am Phoenix from Maine, and this is my video on T.S. Madison and Tasha K on the Queen Supreme Court. But first, if you haven't done so, please take a minute to subscribe. I really appreciate it. Help me out. The more subscribers I have, the more videos I can do. And I'm ready. I'm pumping them out for you as fast as I can, and I hope you enjoy this one. Now, I was already going to do a video on Tasha K and Lovely T, so I think I need to talk a little bit about Tasha K and Lovely T to let you know how I got to Queen Supreme Court and basically liking Tasha again. But here's the deal. I stumbled across Tasha K's YouTube page because she was with the whole R. Kelly thing. It ended up in my timeline. I checked it out, thought she was very funny, informative, and it was a good time watching the video. I don't know if she mentioned Lovely T or something like that, or had her name in the description box or something, but somehow, I also end up checking Lovely T out for another story. And I found Lovely T to be very lovely to the point where, I'm probably going to go on Amazon and buy some of her tea. And what I loved about Lovely T is when she was telling a story about how they were on YouTube, at a YouTube event, because I've been to one of the YouTube events before. They're very nice. The food is great. It's amazing. It is all healthy. But anyway, because I'm closer to the DC area, there were a lot of black YouTubers at the YouTube conference. But wherever they were, she said there weren't that many blacks, and the blacks weren't even really talking to each other. And so the two sisters got together and, decided that, they were going to team up. Lovely T has a lot more followers than Tasha K, but Tasha K helped Lovely T out with getting her tea line together. And so, it looked like I was like loving these two black progressive women just doing the thing, taking YouTube by storm until it all fell apart. And I think I stopped watching Tasha because she's the messier one and Lovely T seems to have taken the high road. I just kind of like, I don't know why I took sides, but I just felt like, I had to take sides in that moment. And, when Tasha was like pregnant or not, you up in other people's comments and, giving people money that's up against me and, and they're like, and so she's like, you're sneak dissing me, be a woman, pull up your big panties and, come on and do a video and really get down to it. So, I wasn't really feeling all of that, but I'm Facebook friends with T.S. Madison on Facebook, so, I saw the link saying, the new Queen Supreme Court was on, and I started watching Queen Supreme Court because, it was funny, Khia was outrageous, and T.S. Madison, who I was watching first on Facebook Lives, was always hilarious and funny and shaking the titties and being her own kind of outrageous. But when it came together, T.S. Madison was smart because, she had Star and all these other things, projects in the works. And, Khia, she could let Khia be messy and, get the views up and say all the things that she's not going to say to mess up her brand, because T.S. Madison, she's got a mouth on her too. So, but I noticed as a businesswoman, she let Khia take center stage. Khia would be like, forget allegedly, I said what I said. And it was a great dynamic. We were loving the court show they were doing. And, every week it was just getting better. And then the Monique stuff happened. And then it just crashed and burned. like in big old flames. And then when Khia started being transphobic and homophobic and all this kind of stuff started coming out, and then T.S. Madison, restarted the show as Queen Supreme Court. Instead of Queen's Court, it was Queen Supreme's Court. And, she was having guest hosts. And then I love New York. But New York wasn't bringing me New York. She was kind of subdued. I'm not used to seeing New York subdued. And, some of the other hosts I ain't never heard of. But it was so hit or miss. I wasn't really checking for Queen Supreme Court every week. Because sometimes it wouldn't even come on every week because Madison was traveling to, make her money. And so when this R. Kelly stuff went down and I saw that Tasha was on Queen Supreme Court, I was like, oh, this is perfect for her. I gotta watch to hear what she's going to say about R. Kelly, because that's how I started watching Tasha. And from the titty bounce on down, I was entertained. And it took, Tasha to get a minute to get them titties bouncing, I guess with the baby down there too, but hell, it was a titty shaking competition. I was loving it. And the one thing I really truly noticed was it was the same exact dynamic that Madison had with Khia. And I said, I feel like I'm watching Queen's Court again. Because Tasha is amazing. She's going to be the new Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams is, she's on her way out. She's kind of falling apart right now. And I feel like Tasha has exactly what it takes to be the new Wendy Williams, not giving a F about, what people think about her. She's on all the topics. I love Cardi B. I understand why Cardi B want to sue or was going to sue or whatever happened with that. But, when Tasha's right, she's on it. And when she's not, she's way off. But the one thing Tasha has never been is unentertaining. Tasha K is a star. Okay, all day long. Lovely T's a star too. But Tasha K is a star. She's just, I say within 2 years, Tasha K probably even has her own TV show or talk show or something. Somebody's going to pick her up because, Tasha is on her way. She just hit 400K subscribers. Congratulations for that. But sometimes people have that it factor. And Tasha just has a very exuberant personality, it factor. Whether you love her, whether you hate her, she is going to show you a good time. And I think that if she wasn't pregnant and she could drink her wine, I think she would be just as turned up as Khia. It was the same. It was the same because at parts of the Queen Supreme Court, she was like, forget allegedly. I said what I said. This ain't Maddie. This is me saying it. You come after me. And I mean, when we looked at Madison and Khia, how many times was Madison like this? And just waiting for Khia to go through, with what she had to do. And at one point, and the only reason why I think T.S. Madison and Tasha K couldn't be permanent hosts is because it eventually reached the point where Tasha took center stage, literally moved into the middle of the screen and just went and took over the show. And then when she was finished, she slid back over. Another thing Khia used to do. And I feel like Tasha is such a big personality. I don't think that, you can have two Beyoncés. Like T.S. Madison has a big personality, but she knows how to share the spotlight. I don't think Tasha K can share the spotlight for too long because she's just too big of a personality by herself. So I believe she'd be a great, guest co-host, or even a semi-permanent co-host. But I know over time, Tasha's personality is going to conflict with Madison's the same way Khia's did. So I don't know how often, you know, she'll guest on Queen Supreme Court. I know those will be an episodes I definitely won't miss. It made me fall in love with Tasha K all over again. Um, Still love her. Still loved Lovely T. Greatly entertained. I felt like I was watching Queen's Court again. And I'm going to put the link in the description box so if you haven't seen it, you can see it. But it was an amazing show. It was just really good. Tasha even started talking about K. Michelle. Now, how high is that? Okay. So Tasha even started talking about K. Michelle. And so that's a throwback. And so, you know, I'm very proud of both of them for what they've done. I honestly wish that Tasha K and Lovely T could, you know, repair their friendship, even if they just became associates and just was like, I'm cool, you cool. We ain't gonna be cool together, but we also ain't gonna be out here in these YouTube streets tearing each other down. So, Lovely T, you know, expect me to be on Amazon soon and getting some of your tea, and I will actually review it on my channel. I know I'm not as big as like the big dogs out there, because you know Tasha love her numbers, but I'm actually getting close to 1 million views, so I'm excited about that too. I do have two channels. Phoenix Tremaine is my channel that is the growing channel. I think I just surpassed 300 subscribers on that channel. And then my main channel, web series and movies, I'm closing on 6,000 subscribers. So, you know, thank you for my props too. I've got a viral video right now. It's on my unmonetized channel, Phoenix Tremaine, and that one has blown me away. Over 25,000 views and counting, or 26,000 views and counting. You know, the most views I've ever gotten was like over 300,000 views. So I'm very excited about the future, my future on YouTube. I'm very happy to be a subscriber to T.S. Madison, Lovely T, and Unwind with Tasha K. I'll put all of if you haven't seen them, I'm going to put their descriptions, their links in my description box too, so you can check them all out. And I no longer feel sort of like that negative vibe I felt with Tasha K with her beefing with Lovely T, because she really is going to be huge. As long as something doesn't swoop in and stop her, you know, like Cardi B, her attorney's really getting in on her. But yeah, I can look at Tasha K and I can see that she has that it factor. I look at Lovely T, I see she also has the it factor. We all know T.S. Madison has the it factor. Hell, I wish all three of them would do something together. That would be really amazing. But I'm done with this. I'm not going to drone on too long. I'm wishing all three ladies the best. And hopefully you will subscribe to my channel. Make me, you know, one of the big dogs here on YouTube eventually. And check me out. Check them out. And thank you for watching this video.